Can't you smell it? Spring is in the air. The birds are singing, the grass is growing, the flowers are blooming, and it's nice outside. And I thought I'd bring all of you out here with me today to look at my favorite spring Perler bead, fused bead colors. And there are amazing colors that Perler has created. I've picked out a few colors that I think really represent spring and what it stands for, and this renewal that we love when we see bright colors. So I'm going to show you some of those today, and let me know down below in the comments, what are your favorite spring or bright colored fused beads? I'd love to know what your favorites are, and maybe you'll see a few of your favorites in today's video. So as I said, I'm going to show you my favorite spring fused bead colors. They are really nice and colorful, and I always love to use them in a project because it really does brighten up the project. It boosts the color value overall, and I think it's very important to include bright colors in your project. Of course, if it's a dark colored character or they're wearing dark clothes or something like that, yeah, you don't need these colors, but every now and then a nice highlight does well even for the darkest of colors. So I'm going to go through these, and I just want to say that I love all these colors very much. I don't always use all of them, but some of them are mainstays in my beading projects. Before I talk about today's colors, I just want to mention that I just started my memberships. So if you want to join my channel and be a part of that, please let me know if you have any questions. Basically what I'm doing, I'm giving you lots of perks, but the big perk, if you go to the second tier, you're going to be able to get patterns from me. I make lots of characters. I believe I've got about 13 to 15 patterns already posted for members, but in the higher tier, I have step-by-step bead patterns. So middle tier, regular patterns, higher tier, step-by-step. And if you're interested, please check it out. It is really a good value, and I actually use these same patterns for my own beading, and it makes things so much more efficient and so much faster. And it takes all of the confusion out of trying to find reference materials, bead the projects yourself, or create a beading template. And you can take these patterns, you can print them, you can look at them, or you can look at them on a phone or tablet or computer. Any of those, you just click on the link and you can get there. So let me know again if you have any questions about memberships. I have one member so far. Thank you, Joe Massey, for all that you have done in supporting me and encouraging me all these years. So shout out to Joe. I appreciate you, and thank you for spreading the great word about the memberships. So the first color I'm going to talk about today is pink. So pink is a widely known color. A lot of people use it. If you didn't know, pink is actually a shade darker than bubblegum. That probably will not show up on the camera, but it's a shade darker than bubblegum, and it's really good to get that low light when you're using bubblegum. And a light pink, on the other hand, is a great highlight for pink. So there's pink, very bright spring color. You see lots of flowers with that color. Next color I'm going to talk about today is robin's egg. So you think about robin's egg, you think about Easter eggs, you think about bird's eggs, all about spring. Eggs are about renewal and all of that, and growth. And so robin's egg is a really nice blend of blue and green, and it's got that green hint to it. I just love using robin's egg. There are particular characters I use it on, but great lighter shade, especially if you're doing shades of blue or even shades of green. It's lighter than toothpaste, and it has a different hue than toothpaste. So there is robin's egg. Blueberry cream is an excellent color, and I still have periwinkle blue, but I didn't include it here because periwinkle blue is not offered by Perler anymore. But there's blueberry cream, and it's very similar to periwinkle. So I love blueberry cream. It works very well. Not only does it work with a blueberry pie, but it works with Perler beads, of course. So it's a great color. Again, great lighter shade for using with projects. I have darker blues, even cobalt does well with that for a highlight. So check out blueberry cream, great color to have in your beading kit. Next color here I debated about, and I asked my wife and I said, hey, is this a spring color to you? And she said, yeah, of course. They don't all have to be very bright. But this is not neon, this is thistle. So thistle is a darker shade of purple, and if you think about lavender, it's not as red tinted as the lavender. The pastel lavender is a little bit light, quite a bit lighter than this, but I do like pastel lavender, and I love thistle. I have to use it more often, but I thought it was a really great spring color. I can see lots of flowers with this type of color, so thistle is wonderful, and I love that name. Who doesn't love thistle? Thistle. It's a interesting word to say, but it's right on the tip of your tongue. Thistle. So this is apricot, or apricot, however you want to say it. It is a beautiful color, a lighter highlight to tangerine, and much less bolder than the orange. Orange kind of sticks out sometimes, and apricot is just a really nice light color, soft on the eyes here. It has a sort of a sherbet type of color to it, a little bit of pink in there if you look at it the right way. This is hot coral. So hot coral is really great, stands out a ton, and this is a excellent highlight to use with red. So I usually do cherry, red, and hot coral in that order from dark to light, and it really does stand out. So I encourage you to get some hot coral if you don't have any, and you'll be amazed at how it helps your pieces just really stand out against competition. Next, I have blush. Now, I don't use blush very often, but just to show you the difference between hot coral and blush, they go very well together, and it is much lighter than the pink, of course. And as far as the apricot has more orange, and this has more of a pinkish tint to it. But it's a nice color. Again, a great highlight. A lot of these colors are meant to make your projects pop and look really fabulous. So there is a blush, like a bride, like a blushing bride. I have one green color that I want to tell you about. And this is not dark green, of course. It's not even kiwi lime. I think kiwi lime is more harsh. It's a great color for Yoshi and Luigi, but we always have pastel green, which is wonderful. You can use this in a lot of cases, and it's a great complement to the other pastels that I'm going to talk about in a few minutes. But love pastel green. I've definitely used it before. I think I've even used them with Luigi. But again, not as harsh as kiwi lime, and it gives that overall softness. Going along with the pastels, I have two colors left. This is pastel blue. Pastel blue is a wonderful color, and I use pastel blue with tons of characters. It is an excellent lighter blue, and actually this compared to light blue, this is much lighter than light blue, and light blue is actually much darker than this color, if that makes any sense. If you see the two side by side, you can definitely tell the difference. But I love pastel blue, use it in so many projects. It works very well, And I would say another color combination, cobalt and pastel blue, just beautiful together. And then you can top it off with the robin's egg for a lighter color, or sky blue. Sky blue works very well too. So there is pastel, blue, and to finish up the trifecta of pastels, I have pastel yellow. I love pastel yellow. I think it's really fantastic. I mean, look at it, it just pops out. Looks like a lemon cake, a lemon pie that's being served, or a lemon meringue pie, to be more specific for the South here. But I just love it. I think it's great. I think all these colors are great, honestly. They're really wonderful pops of color. But there's pastel yellow, beautiful color for that light shade of yellow that you're looking for. So there it is, everybody. 10 wonderful spring colors from Perler that you should be using because they really add so much emphasis and pop to your projects. If you enjoyed today's video, please check out my fall beading colors. I've got it right up here. I talked about all the colors that remind me of fall. I'm planning on doing a summer video, and I'll definitely do a winter video as we get back to that point. But let's leave winter behind for now and focus on spring, because we're here. Spring is here, and I'm all here for it. Please do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more wonderful videos about bead colors, about bead projects, tutorials, gaming content, retro gaming, all sorts of things that I'm doing. I appreciate all of you for being here, enjoying the outdoors with me today. I'm glad I could film outside. I always love when I'm able to do that. I pray that you have a fantastic spring day, and until next time, go check out all of the colors around you, smell the flowers, and have some happy beading.